Hello, I'm Bruce City Scott, and this is Jason. And welcome to the Bearded Respect.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I bring to you, representing Bruce City and Jason, the Bearded Respect!
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Bearded Respect. And we're glad to have Jason back this week.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back too. I was not very happy having to miss Casey on, but we'll get another chance to talk to him.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So we want to welcome our guest here, Kevin from Beard Shack. Why don't we just bring him right on in?
Yay!
Hey, how's it going?
Man, I tell you what, that was an awesome intro.
Well, you're welcome. We like to make our guests feel welcome.
Absolutely. And then you had Ruddy, RDU Ruddy Man. Ruddy Man. He was did that intro. Man, that's good stuff. He does good videos too.
Yeah, he was one of our earlier guests on the show, and he did us for that right on the show.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So I included that into our intro. Okay, Jason, you want to welcome all our guests here in the chat?
Yep, we'll get started. We got Mark Brown in. He was the first one in.
How you doing, Mark?
The beard's looking great, buddy. It's coming in nice and thick.
Oh, yeah.
We got
Ellie. Yeah.
She's everywhere.
Literally.
Yeah. We got Travis. Travis, glad to see you could make it. I know this time of year you're getting real busy. And Dagan.
There's Dagan.
Hey, Dagan.
Dagan's in the house. Well, he might be driving. He didn't specify yet. He's usually driving home this time. Then we got Miss Bruce City, Becky.
Hey, Miss Brew.
Hey, honey.
There's Russ. Russ is always here. Always great to see Russ. Big supporter.
Yes, definitely.
There's Vato. He pinned the website. Well,
all right.
There we
Thanks,
go.
Vato.
Yeah, got the website pinned there.
Yep. And every time I have a hard time finding the website, I always forget to put the before Beard Shack.
Yeah, because there's one from the UK. There's a Beard Shack in the UK that always comes up when you Google. But Nick H is in.
There you go, Nick.
What happened? Went crazy on me here. Let's see. People saying hi to each other. Oh, here's Philip A.
There you go.
He was in last week, right, Scott?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I remember that. Nice to see you, Philip.
Yes. Welcome back.
And we got the man himself, Mr. Jay Cruz, in the house.
Hey, Cruz, what's
Hey,
going on, man?
Jay.
Glad to have you.
I need to reach out to him about some stuff that's coming up.
Dagan says his meeting is on Zoom today, so not driving, but we'll be Zooming later. Okay, sounds good, Dagan.
Zoom.
And we got Jesse,
Hey, there he is.
Bearded Pampered Chef. Hey, Michael, OIF Brewer. Good to see you, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
And that's up to date with everyone that's in here so far. So, yeah. So usually we get started by letting the guests tell us a little bit about themselves, a little bit of the history of the company, things of that nature. You know, if you want to go ahead and fill us in a little bit about yourself.
Well, JP and I, we had another company called the Grassy Grin. Through good and bad, COVID and everything else, we kind of lost a supplier. We kind of lost the website to it, and we kind of took a little vacation and kind of reset ourselves and figure out if we really wanted to go into it. During that process, we figured out, we wanted to do it. And so then I started formulating everything or reformulating and getting rid of grapeseed, trying to make a better butter, and a better balm. Just, one thing after another. He was working on labels like crazy to get everything up and going. He does most of the website stuff, and he's really good at that. And man, just finally just landed it, and we hit the ground running, just full blast. And so we've been extremely busy ever since then, and we came out with some new scents and new products, and we now we have wax, and we got handmade soaps. And speaking of soaps, we got something new coming up. So, man, I'll tell you what, it is absolutely some good stuff, though. But yeah, I mean, we're two redneck guys just living in the woods.
So how long has the Beard Shack been going now then, since you kind of restarted?
I get the dates mixed up, so don't hold me to it. But because everything that went on, I know he moved twice. I moved twice, I want to say, because we bought this house. See, also I got married during that time too. So this is actually this was a 2-car garage right here where I'm at, and converted it over and just made an office / laboratory, I guess you could say. But I mean, I would say around 19, if I had to guess.
Okay.
Probably the later part of 19. Yeah. I know everything's starting to mix together, so it's
okay. So you've been going pretty good at it for almost 3 years then, as
right. Well, and the thing about it is, we had the Grassy Grin, and we were doing real good with it, but COVID kind of shut everything down, and then we lost our vendor because they shut down, and then we had lost our website, just back to back things that just wasn't going real good. Excuse me. And then we revamped, new company, new everything, kind of like what Alley Cat and Chesapeake did, but just on a different scale, I guess you could say. I know he was a lot bigger than us. So
yeah. Well, you seem to be doing pretty well now, so maybe it was for the best.
Oh yeah, I mean that's one of those things, man. I mean, I love the name. I think the Grassy Grin had a good tone to it, but there wasn't any branding, and that's what JP was talking about. Also, is that it wasn't something that stood out, and
Hmm.
the Beard
Right.
Shack does stand out. I mean, because that logo, I mean, you know what it is, you know what that
Yep.
logo is, and so that's what we were trying to head towards. And so we got a lot of good things coming up in the pipe, and we're not slowing down, so
Well, that's good.
Good.
And I think you got a pretty decent following. I'm not sure if I was Dagan when Dagan brought you on stream. Was that the first time you were in the community?
oh no. See, I personally have been in the community for years, since like
Okay.
16. I remember watching Beard Brand, really grow. I remember seeing him on the Shark channel.
Mhm.
And I've watched YouTube for a long time, because actually before I had to switch jobs, my beard was a lot longer, and so I had to switch jobs. Not only was it a better job, but it was better pay, and so sometimes you just got to take that leap. And it was they had a no shave policy, and so I did have to let my beard go at that point. But we're trying to get out of it, and I'm letting it, kind of do its thing. I've had a couple of trims here and there, but
Yeah. Oh, it looks good.
hey, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Not Jason good, but
But no, I mean, to go back to your question there, Dagan actually did the first real review. We had he was a really, really small guy. He was on TikTok. I think his name's Kipper or something. He did a review
yeah.
on us, but I was kind of disappointed in that, because he actually opened the bomb on camera, and I was like, what? I mean, how did you try these products? And then the other thing is, you've got 3 reviews going out all at the same time. That was just kind of crazy. And the bar soap, it still had the rough edge on it. So I mean,
Yeah.
you give
Yeah,
try to give everyone, the first, chance or whatnot. But Dagan really got us. I mean, he's a great guy, great reviewer. And he kind of helped us get started, really.
oh yeah, he's great. We've both been on his show.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Michael.
I know there for a while, I got out of the bearded community just because it was just so busy in my life. I got out of a bad relationship, and then luckily the Lord sent me a great woman. So, new relationship, and spent a lot of time with her, and we got married, and then got this house, and I was remodeling this house like crazy. I was up till sometimes 1 a.m. cutting tile for the floor, and JP, he was right beside me, at 1 a.m. cutting tile. And he loves that stuff, so.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Dagan said that Kipper guy was kind of crazy. Yeah, he had actually reached out to me and asked me to send him products.
Oh wow. Yeah,
like,
and see,
I don't have a company.
that's the thing, he kept reaching out, and then I finally got tired of it, and then so I gave it to JP, and I was like, look, man, I can't. I've told this guy no, and maybe you can tell him no, and he'll understand. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of him lately.
I still follow him on Instagram, and like I said, he's got a little following with some people, but it's like I guess Gary with Alley Cat, I guess he said, if you were to use a product once a week. There's only 52 weeks in a year.
Right.
Mhm.
So let's add this up, but yeah, hey, he's trying to make it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
let him do his thing,
I know.
Well, this is getting to be the time of the year for your like festivals and setting up your booth to sell your wares too.
Actually, we're a little late.
Oh yeah.
Actually, my family has had a little bit of hardship. My wife lost her mom, and I lost my dad a few years ago, and that was pretty hard. But my wife lost her mom, and that was it hit the whole family. A family of 7, and it hit everyone. And so my brother-in-law, he's got a great kid. He's special needs, but he's a great kid, and he really tries. But so we took him in, and that changed our world. And so January, I was going to take a break from the festivals and stuff, not really realizing that the summer months here in Texas, the winter months here in Texas are still pretty warm. And I just kind of took a break because I was exhausted from making all the product for, Christmas time and, Black Friday and stuff like that. And so I took just like a little break for a month, and then kind of got back on in February. But, with family stuff, we just got busy. So I haven't had a chance to really get in any of the festivals like I really wanted to in February. And then, you don't push yourself that hard. And then now it's past March, and now it's April, and now it's May, and now it's 95 degrees outside. So it happens,
Oh yeah.
But
yeah,
we got
I miss that Texas weather.
we got some. We're looking at Palestine and Jacksonville, Marshall. Of course, some of these bigger festivals are they're planned out, a year in advance.
Mhm.
Like
Right.
Henderson has the what is it? The Syrup Festival, and so
Mhm.
it's in November. I don't remember what day, but it's like the third week of November, and that's every year.
Mhm.
Same way with these other towns. Marshall's got I forget, but we're looking at Jacksonville is probably our closest one right now, and it's going to be in June, so it's going to be really hot in June.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping my butters survive, because our new butter blend, it's heat sensitive, but it's great butter, so I just have to make a little card and put it in little bags or boxes or whatever we do, and just remind people that these things, if they have grit, that they can be reset and be smoothed out by following these directions. So
I actually don't mind a little grit.
Yeah.
Well, and so it's either going to be the Shea or it's going to be the Mango that gives you that grit, just because it didn't break down all the way,
Right.
and for whatever reason, maybe the pot didn't get hot enough, or maybe they didn't cool off fast enough. Just different reasons why, but
Right.
normally you can break it down in your hand, so.
Oh yeah. Beer Jack, for me, it breaks down pretty quickly.
Yeah. I got to bring this point up from Dagan here. So, okay, the map told him it would take about 2.5 hours to get to a festival that Beard Shack was at, but he could do it in 1 hour and 45. Now, it's well documented that Dagan likes to drive fast, and I've never asked this question, so I'm going to ask Dagan. How many speeding tickets have you gotten in your lifetime? I'm surprised he still has a license. I'm surprised they haven't just yanked him from him.
what was that Sunday? He was on his show. He was saying that he'd been driving since like the age of 11 or 8 or something.
Mhm.
So yeah, that. I'm gonna tell you, when I was a kid, I had a lead foot too, and I could make it from East Texas, Carthage to Dallas with just about the same amount of time. So I know about how fast he's going.
Yeah. Yeah, bring a cooler. Get some ice.
Yeah,
and
we
coolers.
we can get some dry ice and bring cooler out. It's just that, you know, some people when after we give them the butter, then where are they going? You know,
Right.
they're going to walk
Right.
around some more. Then they're going to put everything in their car, and then they're going to go eat, and you know, they're not
Yeah.
going straight from us to the house. So
Right. Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary, can you send me your email so I can send you the giveaway from last week? See, I got our information here somewhere. I never got it last week, so I can get that giveaway out to you then.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Michael P's the same way. Grit doesn't bother him either. It still breaks down. Yeah, it breaks down.
I had a guy email me earlier this week, or maybe later part of last week, saying that there was a little bit of grit in his butter, and you know, just reminding him that, hey, you know, temperatures are crazy right now here in Texas, and this is how you reset it. If you need any more help, reach out. You know, so we don't mind helping at all.
Yeah. Any company, if I have an issue, I'll just let them know, or I've just let companies know, hey, this has come here like this, just so they know for reference.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a week ago, I got this beard package that was like almost sideways.
Oh wow.
But
and that's not their fault. That's the shipping company's fault, you know.
And it was like a next day air kind of deal.
Oh wow.
It got to me from Texas in basically a day and a half.
Oh.
So someone obviously must have threw it around or something. Nothing was damaged, but I just wanted to let the company owner say, well, just in case, you might want to put a little more packing in next time.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we just kind of, it's like having kids, you know, you tend to them, you package it up as good as you can, and then you just send it out into the world, and you hope it makes it. So,
well, there's nothing worse than opening your beard product and realizing that it's been damaged.
Oh yeah. I mean, and you know, I bought some, but I haven't bought a whole lot. And yeah, I mean, you really hate that. I mean, you know, hard-earned money spent. I mean, and it's like, why? How? So.
From Fort Hood to Dallas in an hour. Wow. In the 90s, once I had a $395 speeding ticket. Driving from Wisconsin to Texas, and I was in a hurry to get where I was going, but
you must have been listening to Alabama on the way.
Well, it was a little like town with a rent-a-cop, and
oh yeah, they're always the worst to get you. I promise.
Yeah, sometimes it's just nice telling them about it so they're aware of, you know, you don't necessarily need them to do anything for you, Wiley, but you just so they know.
Yeah. That's basically all I was saying. I was like, hey, because it was just a combo, and they were wrapped in bubble wrap in there, but there was a lot of room in there. Maybe it was a good thing there was room in there.
Maybe, yeah. I know we use packing tape. I'm not packing tape, packing paper. Our boxes are recyclable material, and so everything that we try to do is pretty much good for the environment, I would say. But we use recycled boxes and put paper in it, and I try to pack it pretty good. If not, then I'll move on to another size box and make sure it's done right.
Yeah. Yeah, I just received one today that was packaged very well. Wrapped in like several different kinds of paper and bubble wrap, and I was like, wow, this is pretty nice.
Whoa, that's pretty bad.
At 23.
I don't know why the speed would be 23, but I understand.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet he meant 25, but okay, Scott. Okay, Gary, I'll get that out to you. Oh.
I'm not. Oh,
there you go. That
Hey,
name
Kevin.
looks familiar.
Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Yeah, JP
Nice.
said he might be able to join in tonight and might not. So I don't know, depending on how busy he was.
Yeah.
I know he's working on our new labels, and so we're trying to step up our game a little bit. The labels that we have are not waterproof per se, and so we found some waterproof label material because we do everything in house. And so, we print them, we cut them, and I make it and package it and bottle it and everything. So, yeah,
They're pretty nice labels.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's mainly his design. But the new label material makes the colors a little bit different, and so he was going back through, like, especially with the Greek, it was like a lighter green, and so we've got to I think what he's doing is making a little line and then making the color and printing it out on the new paper and then seeing what is supposed to match and whatnot.
Yeah,
I think that's what he's doing. The kid's a genius, so
yeah.
I don't know.
You just play with it and figure out how you need to adjust things.
Oh yeah,
I know that speaking from experience. My past job, I used to have to run like 10 different label printers.
Okay.
And then do all the tech support for all that. So it's always fun.
I appreciate that, Michael.
Yeah. Yeah, I know mine feels great. I put it in this morning and still feels good.
Yeah, I've always liked the Beer Jack oils.
Yeah, well, it took me a little while to reformulate everything to get it, the way I thought it should be. I know when I was first trying to grow everything out, I didn't know that there was high quality stuff out there. And I didn't know that, you could definitely make your own, because I was thinking you had to have like a super 4-year degree or whatnot, in cosmetology and this and that and the other. And so, I got into it, and you go to Walmart, you go to Target, you find stuff, and hey, let's try this, try that, and and especially like with the pine scent, it's just like putting Mr. Clean, just like
I know. You don't have to tell me. I got a whole bunch over here I've been working with.
So, but it just makes you want to do better, and that's where we're at, and we're trying to do better. It's just like I've got this new oil that I've been playing with. It's it's literally green.
Yeah, I see that.
And so I've been just this little bit amount was like almost $40. That's how crazy expensive.
Yeah, some of that stuff can be up there.
And
now Is that an essential oil, or is that part
No,
of
that's
the
carrier. That's a carrier
It's gonna
oil,
be-
and it's
Okay.
made specifically for the face. So,
Hmm.
you know, I was trying to do a lot of research, especially after the butters, about a premium blend, and maybe even going our normal blend to that premium blend. And I haven't got it just right yet, but the few people that I've given it to had mixed feelings about it. I like it; it does really good, but you know, it's just not there yet. So I'm still tweaking on it.
Yeah.
But you know, you get into the exotic stuff. I mean, names that you can't pronounce, you know, and all this and that. And so, you know, you want it all natural, and that's especially with us. You know, I want to use raw ingredients. I don't want to use refined.
Right.
And that way, you get the most out of it that you can. You know, better bang for your buck.
Mm-hmm. And probably most of the ones that we would buy would be refined.
Right. And that's what I found out through the grapevine is, you know, and sometimes the refined is cheaper and sometimes it's not. Yeah, it just all depends. But sometimes, you know, you got to either buy refined because of all the raw that's not there, or you have to go to another vendor to find out, you know, hey, do you have this? And so sometimes it's a hassle, but you know, we do it for y'all.
Well, that's great, and nobody will give you more respect than me because I've been trying my hand at creating my own oils.
Well, if you need some help, holler at me, because I mean, so I was just like mad scientist. I mean, I was just pouring oils and and I was like, man, this don't feel good. You know, jotting down notes and how much levels and stuff. And I was like, there's got to be a better way. So I created a calculator that has a list of every carrier oil that I could find and the olenic and linolenic values of each one. I'm going to extend that on out also to palmatic and some other fats that are in the oils, and create a balanced blend that way by numbers and by knowing which oils do what. So it's a process, man. And I can give you some good insight on where to go to learn about that too, if you need to.
I know I saw one calculator from a candle making company.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's the only other one I've ever heard from somebody who uses a calculator for it.
Right. Well, you know, if you don't plan ahead, sometimes things can get pretty expensive. And so when you got just this little bottle that is, you know, $40 by itself, you know, no. I've got I've got a tub of, I mean, this thing's huge. It probably weighs about 5 pounds of butter, because I was making them in 2-ounce containers whenever I was reformulating the butter. Because with the butter, it's different, because you got to have that texture. You got to have the texture, and you got to see how it blends together. And it's in the fridge. So what I'm doing is, if I'm making soap for myself or for family or whatnot, I'll put a little bit of that butter that was left over from all of that R&D work on the butter, and then put it in the soap. That way it gives it a little bit more conditioning. That way I'm not wasting it too. So
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's better than throwing stuff away.
Yeah. And that's one thing. And you know, you start learning the more you do with ingredients, and you'll figure out, okay, this ingredient does this, so I got to add it here and whatnot. And so with this pine tar soap that'll be releasing on the 15th, I've actually got, as you see there, let's see, here we go. I've got sow butter inside the soap.
Yeah.
So even though it is pine tar and it's dripping, it's not as stripping as what other pine tars are. So it will also throw in a little bit of conditioning factor in it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. So speaking of the pine tar soap, does that have the smell?
Yes. My wife said it smells like beef jerky.
Okay, I've bought a pine tar from Luxurious, and I basically had to put it in a Ziploc bag because everyone was complaining how it was smelling up the bathroom.
It's stout. It really is.
You could still smell it in the bag. Just not as bad.
Right. But no, by the time it sponifies and everything, it just smells like beef jerky. That's all.
As long as it works, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Gary's kind of got a question there. Yeah, I've never used pine tar yet either.
It actually works well.
It really does. Especially if you're trying to do a reset, or even say you had a super dirty day and you just feel super dirty and you want to, you have that clean feeling and you want to go up to the next level. Now granted, pine tar is a stripping soap, but this pine tar, I got out of the shower and I was like, man, I had these ores of cleanliness just coming off of me. I felt so clean.
Yeah. And there are actually some people who will wash their whole body with that.
Oh yes. And that's how I formulate all of our soaps, is from head to toe.
Right.
That way, you have one bar and you can do everything. The only thing I wouldn't do is wash a vehicle with it, just because.
I'm sure there'll be somebody who will try. Oh, now I'm getting blamed for the smell in the bathroom. Yeah, I don't mind the smell of the pine tar, but I don't think everybody in the house loves it.
Well, and some soap creators, I should say, they don't care for it at all either. And they'll throw cologne or something, to knock it down also. So, I understand, but it's not, our pine tar is not stanky. So,
Well, it's good. I think that'll be a good one to try out. And if anybody in the community wants to try it, you'll soon be able to get your hands on it.
It'll be on this Sunday, so on the 15th.
And it looks like you're fully stocked on soap for once.
Oh, yes. So JP, I was telling him that, I said, man, we've got these wooden molds, and I use trash bags in them. That way the soap doesn't stick, and I can just yank the soap out of the mold. But I was like, there's better ways, and I'm looking at all these different soaping people and seeing that they've got actual molds, but we have a certain size that we're trying to do. So he got his mad scientist brain going on, and he actually made a 20 bar mold for me. And, I can pop them, make the soap, pop them in there. But then the problem is with cold press soap is it just takes 3 to 4 weeks to dry, and it sucks, but it's a great product after that. Patience is a virtue, I should say.
Well, yeah. And it just seemed like you had everybody buying them before people would get to them.
And that's the other thing, the locals, they love it. They really do. And I can't be, I'm blessed. That's all I can say, is that I'm blessed. And
Russ, you're asking, it's 1930, not 1903, but it'd be good either way.
Yeah.
It's just a real nice barbershop.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm still working on the premium oil blend. I haven't got it figured out yet. But I'm still working on the Pine Tar wash. So an actual, not a bar, but a actual wash. And I've got one or two things kind of still coming up my sleeve for later on. So,
well, it's good to have a few new things here or there.
Oh yeah,
that drums up interest, and
we also have a new scent that'll be out July 4th. It's going to be called Freedom. And when we were the Grassy Grin, it was our bestseller. Everybody wanted it. We couldn't keep it in stock, and that was one of the reasons why we had to shut down, was because they couldn't get that scent anymore.
So you must have found another way to make it?
Yes, I finally found one that was so close that my nose couldn't tell a difference.
Wow. Well, if you're the one making it and you can't tell the difference.
And kind of give a preview of the label.
Oh, that looks pretty cool.
A little preview there. So we're kind of celebrating on the 4th, because 4th is all about, independence and freedom, and the just in case someone's wondering, the scent profile on that is going to be bourbon vanilla, bay rum, and cherry.
Wow.
Nice. Well, you got any? I mean, is that a seasonal scent, or is that
no? That'll be a full lineup. So we'll have it from stash wax to oil, balm, butter, and soap. We'll have it in the soap too. So kind of like I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but so like our Remedy soap, our label is green, yellow, red, and I've made the soap identical to it. And I mean, I can get real fancy and put stars in it and whatnot, but man, I'm not that bougie. And I mean, it does, you got to be an artist sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm just, I'm not saying I'm not an artist. My wife's the artist. She's the one actually that, let me get my finger right. She's the one that drew that on the wall. I mean, I just like to put things together. I'm like,
yeah, I get that. It's just, and your logo is pretty cool, actually.
No, appreciate it.
And I'm someone who's a big log cabin fan, so.
Right.
So I've always liked it in the theme from the first time I saw you guys.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
And I've been meaning to try some of your soap, so I definitely will have to get at least some of the pine tar.
Well, even though the pine tar is going to be a little more, and of course, so I'll show this to everyone so they can see. So the pine tar is actually the same, the normal size, and some of our soaps I messed up and I cut them a little thicker. So if you receive a normal soap from us, they might be a little thicker, and that's just a little extra bonus for you. That's my mistake,
Yeah, you get a little more soap for your money.
But
so that might be a hint to buy some now.
Well, Kevin
he did.
yesterday.
And we live in a small town, so sometimes the tracking doesn't update until like 36 hours in for whatever reason. So, but it's out. It's definitely out. But the pine tar is going to be $10, where normally our other soaps are $7. So
yeah.
But the pine tar is actually a different formula altogether.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be.
So I kind of based it off of 100% coconut.
Okay.
And okay, so funny story about the coconut. So I'll go into the history of it first. 100% coconut oil soap is the only soap that will lather in salt water.
Oh,
All right.
interesting.
So back in the day, what was always in salt water? You know, you got boats, you got people that sail.
Yeah.
And so it became known as semen soap.
Mm.
So, you know, it's kind of funny, a little backstory there about 100% coconut soap. But yeah, I mean, it's really good stuff. But
Yeah,
we
I
have 50
didn't.
coconut in ours. So
Nice. Yeah, I never knew that about the salt. Well, I knew a lot of soaps don't lather in salt water, but I didn't know that coconut soap does. That's interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Wow.
that'll be this Sunday.
yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right.
I think we may try to do a special either a special entry price or something. I'm not sure yet, but we'll try to do something.
Okay.
Cool.
And no, E-Rock, that's just wishful thinking. You know what he said.
Cement soap. That wouldn't work very well.
It'd be pretty tough. You would probably get your skin really clean. All the pores be, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like having a big heavy pumice soap, you know, all
Oh,
that
yeah.
grit in it.
And you know, that's something else that I've had some ladies come up and said, hey, you know, can you do body lotion or even a body butter? And most body butters are whipped, and that's great. But the problem is we live in Texas.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I haven't figured that part out yet. I've been working on the new oil blend. I've been working on this pine tar, and we just got, you know, with the wax, the stash wax. And so I haven't started working on other things because I was working on the pine tar wash, but I kind of pushed it to the side to get some other stuff out for right now.
Okay. Well, I want to do a giveaway here. Why don't we give away a couple of bars of your soap?
Sure.
Get them in the hands of maybe someone who hasn't tried them before.
Hey, I tell you what, we'll do.
Hey, DNC.
I'll throw in a pine tar in there. How's that?
That
Ooh.
sounds great.
Ooh, can I enter?
What on, Dan?
Hey, Gary. Gary.
It don't bother me, Jason, if you enter.
No, I don't do that. I want the community guys to win.
Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen here. Get rid of that. Okay, so hashtag Beard Shack.
There you go. Yeah, I like how StreamYard does the hashtag giveaway stuff.
Yeah, it's actually works pretty well. It seems like it's a little more fair than like a number,
right?
Because then you get a lot of people with the same number.
Yeah.
I just know there's some of these great companies out there, and I know I've been looking at soap lately. So
Yeah, me too.
I seem to have run out of my stash of soap that I've had for like a couple months.
Yeah, and I think from everyone buying all of the Black Friday and then Christmas time and everything else, everyone's probably pretty much, stocked up for oils, balms, and butters. But
yeah, there's a couple of years I haven't tried, but definitely those are always something you enjoy, getting a new scent.
Oh,
something
yeah.
different.
Yep.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, you said scent, and I don't know if I talked about it, but our seasonal scent is going to come out on June 1st. It's going to be the grapefruit, mint, and Palo Santo. And I've gave it to a few guys out there in the YouTube world, and they love it. Some say that it's better than the Black Amber. So if you've had Black Amber before and you like the Black Amber, this is supposed to be the next notch up. So, if it sells good enough, maybe we can, make it full time, and I'm okay with that. We're flexible.
Yeah, you're out there to make money, and if something's going to sell, why not?
Yep. Okay, so you got a seasonal coming out, and then you're having a new one coming out in 4th of July that's going to be in
Right.
the regular line. And then you got your pine tar coming out Sunday.
Man,
So,
we're staying busy. And then on top of that, I'm fixing to start getting ready for festivals and stuff. I had to get a new shelf back behind me there. That way I can have everything laid out, because I have so much soap that's stocked up that finally dried out that it's packaged up, ready to go. And so I'm running out of room, which is a good thing. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, appreciate that, Ellie.
Well, it sounds like in the chat there's a bunch of Black Amber fans. So
Yes.
Yeah.
And the craziest thing is back in October, I found part of the scent, and I kind of created it, and I got with my wife, and I was like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, that's great." And I was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna put this as the scent for the ladies' soap. That way the ladies have something, they can come in and have something to smell also." And so, every time we went to a festival, I had at least one bar, and all the guys that picked up the bar was like, "I want this in an oil." I was like, "Well, I don't have it in oil. I just made that for the ladies, And so after like the 20th or plus more times, the guys picking it up, and they're like, "Yeah, I want this in an oil. I want it in a butter." It's like, I got you. So we came out with, a whole line, and it's actually number 2 seller. Greek is number 1, and Black Amber is number 2.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Nice.
definitely like the Greek. But I'm a big leather fan, so
Yeah. Yeah, you won't find that anywhere on any other companies, which, we try to be a little different anyway. Some of our scents are real simple, like Remedy. Remedy is lime and the coconut. But it's real simple, lime and the coconut. And it's got a little bit in there, but it's real simple scent. And a lot of people love it.
Sometimes the simple ones just work.
Oh yeah. You got to.
Yep.
What do they say? That the old saying goes, the kiss method. There we go.
Yes.
Kiss method.
Yes.
Appreciate that, E-Rock.
Animal Tracks. Has he been here
I saw
before,
that.
Scott?
Yeah, I've seen him once or twice.
I'm not even sure who that is. Maybe somebody changed their name.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah. Yep, Justin made it in. Yeah. Good. Well, we're probably about ready to spin that wheel there, Scott.
Yeah, I think so. So we'll go ahead and draw this.
You're right.
Hey, all right, E-Rock.
Well, there you go.
Is this for a soap of choice or
soap of choice, and then I'll throw in a pine tar.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Absolutely. And then I just got off the text message board with JP, and I've got a another little special thing we're going to do for y'all.
Wow.
Oh. So, yeah, E-Rock, just reach out to the
And I
Beard
think I
Shacks.
have his info. He's
Okay.
bought from us before. I'll make sure.
Okay. Well, you still need to know what a soap of choice will be. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So send them an email, E-Rock.
Yes, and congratulations, E-Rock. He's one of our mods, so it's nice to see somebody else get rewarded once in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Hard work.
We've had one guy who's won a lot of our giveaways. Not that we have anything against Travis, but
So Bearded Wiley, back to that pine scent that we were talking about, Mr. Clean all over your face and stuff. I wanted to once again be different, be out there. And so the evergreen scent, if you're looking for a woodsy scent that is just out of this world, it's it's got fir, it's got cedar, it's got pine, juniper. I mean, just all the evergreens. They're in there, right? But I've got it topped off with champagne, and it just brings it down to a nice, mellow, clean scent. And it's a secret,
Yeah, that's one I need to try. That champagne, that's definitely something different.
Right.
You're not going to get that from just anybody.
Yeah.
And Wiley says pine in a profile normally scares them away. Somehow you did it so perfectly, it's not the least bit overwhelming.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And Gary's got a question here on the pine tar.
No, man. Once again, you got that feeling of clean, right?
Yeah.
And so I've been using this pine tar ever since I made it. So just about 2 months now. And it's that next level. That's the only way I can explain it, is that, you're feeling a clean, like you went out, you mowed your yard, and, you got in the shower, whether it's a cold or hot, and you got that soap and you get all clean. But this is the next level. And that's the only way I can explain it.
Yeah.
So,
and for those who don't know, the pine tar soap is not like an everyday soap. I would use it once, maybe twice a week.
And that's the super stripping pine tar soap. Like I said, this is not that super stripping pine tar.
Okay.
It is a stripping soap, but with that butter that I put in there, it gives it that conditioning factor that just livens it.
True. So that's probably equal to maybe other companies' charcoal.
Some people can't do charcoal, and a lot of people ask me, is charcoal going to be in your pine tar? And at first I was like, well, yeah, because charcoal, it cleans. But
Right.
once I tried it without it, I'm afraid to put it in it now. I really am.
Yeah. Well, if you got something that works, then just stick with it. How you doing,
What's going on,
Donald?
Donald.
Yeah, Beard Shack is not a company you want to pass up. They've got a lot of interesting things. I'm really excited about that Freedom.
Yes.
Yeah, that looks exciting. And the other seasonal you have coming looks pretty cool too. But be aware that's only going to be currently going to be in an oil and a butter.
Correct.
And Gavato was saying having it as a reset for your beard, especially if you use wax products.
Absolutely. And, like some companies, they put wax in their butters, which is not bad. It's not a bad thing to have beeswax in or emulsifiers in your butter at all. But I chose not to,
Right.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. And then maybe I should reformulate and put a little bit of beeswax in it. That way it makes it to the customer's house, in one, solid piece. But pine tar will strip it out. Absolutely.
I think it just gives you a little more hold in it for the companies that do it. I don't have a preference to whether it has it or not, really.
I know. So I created one, and I was real tired that night after I got done making it, and I let it sit out and I let it, get just right. And I met up with JP the next day. Well, no, let me back up. Her mom passed away, and so things started getting kind of crazy around the house, and I never wrote everything down like I was supposed to. And so I've got this butter that's got a little bit of beeswax in it that was phenomenal, but I forgot to write everything down. The passing happened, and then I met with JP, and he's like, "Man, this is great. What's in it?" And I was like, I can't remember.
Yeah, the creator's mistake of not writing it down.
It was a hard lesson, man. Hard lesson.
Oh yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah,
but it's okay. I think what we got now is as good, or if not better. So,
well, that's great. Maybe it just was meant to be.
yeah,
because you might have found something you wouldn't have had before.
Right. What's up, Garrett?
Hey, Garrett. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Garrett.
Yeah, really enjoyed you on Jay Cruz's show Tuesday, and yeah, thanks for coming out.
Well, JP and I wanted to give to the community, and so if we're going to do 10 coupons at 30% off, and it goes for any individual item, and the coupon code is going to be respect for you guys.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
We got so first 10 people want to use it, they're absolutely more than welcome to.
Nice. There you go, guys.
Well, thanks.
Get over there and try them out. Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you another reason to give Beard Shack a try.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, their products are just as great. They work great for me, and I'll be getting some more. And great guy, great people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just two rednecks out in the middle of the woods in East Texas.
Those are the companies I actually tend to like. When I buy from, I normally tend to buy from more Texas companies.
And man, there's a lot of them.
Yes.
If there's a company out there or a person that is out there, I'm not saying don't go reach your dreams, because you probably are fixing to make something that's out of this world and 10 times better than anything that I can do. But I'm going to let you know firsthand that the market is a little flooded. So bring your boots.
Yeah.
Bring your boots, because I mean, there's a lot of companies, and Texas probably has a good 60% of them. I mean, it's real close.
Between Texas and Florida, that's probably a lot of the market.
Right.
Yeah.
But you need to have something that sets yourself apart from everybody else.
And
I think,
with more and more companies doing it, it's one of those things. It's hard. It's hard to set yourself out. I mean, you got to really have something special. And that like, I was watching someone, who was it? The other night, forgot. But apparently it's a new company. He's up north, and or the guy that I was watching was from up north, and he was saying that this guy makes great butters. Oh yeah, it was 607 and the Bearded Accountant I was watching.
yeah.
And 607 guy was saying that he tried this dude's butter and it was phenomenal. And so he's like, just make butters. Don't worry about the oil. Don't worry about the bombs. Don't worry about anything else. Just make butters. Hey,
Yeah.
do your thing. If that's what it is, do it.
And do you know what company that was?
Oh, I couldn't remember.
I know there's a company that used to have a company, and they're coming back this fall, who's been putting a lot of like YouTube short videos out, called True North.
Okay.
I didn't know if that was the company or not.
Like I said, I don't remember.
They look like they could be a exciting one to look forward to trying.
I know that's something that we're going to try to work on second half of the year, is try to maybe get some YouTube content, just better overall, more out there on that part, because it's I've got a full-time job, he's got a full-time job, he's got 3 kids, he's a youth pastor, and then he does music lessons and stuff on the side. So yeah, I mean, he stays busy. So, and he comes up with all the videos and stuff. I mean, I would love to do that, but it just don't click up here, right? Sometimes.
Well, yeah, that's like me and Jason. I do more of the technical stuff,
Right.
Because Jason would be lost. Now, if you're looking for a welder, he's the guy to reach out to. We all have our talents.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not too tech savvy myself either. So, but yeah. Speaking of, both of you guys still having full-time jobs, are you thinking in the future you would like to go full-time?
That most definitely.
Okay.
First thing, I've got to make sure my family is okay,
Oh yeah.
But if it became full-time, I would love to do it full-time. Yeah, I wouldn't look back. I mean, absolutely. The freedom that would come with it, and I mean, just overall joy of making something for someone like that full-time, man, that would be that'd be awesome. Yes, Man Junk Square. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Interesting. I have to go back and watch that video. Anyway.
Yeah, Russ, thank you. I can. I don't dress up often, but when I do, I think I look pretty damn good.
Strut it.
Yeah, I should have saved that picture.
But
I'm sure I'll be wearing that. I'm sure I'll be wearing that suit again.
Oh yeah. You never know. Saturday night might come around quick.
Yep.
But no, if we had a chance to get out, yeah, I would love it. Absolutely. Man, I mean, it would be awesome.
Well, you've got some good things going. I'm sure you would get there whenever it would happen.
Right. Well, I mean, and I still got ideas and stuff that, I want to do. Say you don't have a beard and say you shave all the time, or say you just have a goatee, but you still shave. Well, I'm coming out with shave soap. And so we'll carry a small line of razors and stuff. So, I mean, we've got stuff coming up. It's just having the time to get to it,
Right.
And
yeah,
getting that perfection that my OCD-ness,
Yeah.
So, it just takes time. It takes time when you're a small company, but I'm okay with those baby steps.
Yeah, and you want to make sure you're putting a quality product out there as well.
Absolutely.
Which everything I've seen that was Beard Shacks has been high quality.
I appreciate that.
Okay. Michael tried to code.
Oh, let me make sure. Maybe I did something wrong. That's why we need JP here. All right. Yep, that's right. Number of uses. Yep. Yes, this code is enabled and can be used. So once again, on the items, the individual items, you can use it on. If it's a combo or if it's the samples, it will not work. So, and that's because the samples are $6.50 or $6 with free shipping. So I mean, that's cheap right there. And then with the combos, we're already knocking off money on the combos. So the more you add, so all individual items, absolutely. Yeah, balm, stash, butter, oil, soap. Yeah, it's all there. Hit save just to make sure.
Yeah, he said he ordered a combo. That's
okay. Yeah.
But you still have good prices, so.
And that's the other thing. So we're at $15 for a beard oil bottle, 1 ounce.
Yeah.
I think average market price from what I've been seeing has increased to the high 17s to the low 18s.
Yeah.
And then you have those that really go out there and for 20 plus, at that.
Yeah.
Which, hey, you got bills to pay,
Well, yeah, I get it. And like Black Rebels, like sitting at 25, but they put some like the ostrich oil in some of the.
Correct. And certain carrier oils, they cost more. I mean, prime example is this little green bottle right here. I mean, it was full, and I've been playing around with it, but that was 1 ounce of oil right there, and that was $40. So, I mean, the more exotic you get, the higher the cost is for the company, and it is what it is,
Right.
Yep.
Definitely.
And I'm hoping that if I do come out with a premium blend, that it should be around $17 or $18. Should be, but as we see that gas is like down here in Texas, it's $4.20 right now. I'm not holding on, I'm just not holding on to it, 100%. But I'm trying to keep it as cheap and as economical as possible. And I think right now at $15 for the oil, I think that's super cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, Black Rebel is free shipping as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, we do for anything over 20. So, which you get 2 bottles of oil, that's $30. That's free shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
a
great deal.
Or an oil and a soap.
Mm-hmm.
Free shipping.
Yeah, that's a pretty low free shipping rate to $20. A lot of people were higher.
Dude, $5.39. It's wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's in California.
Yes. That is insane, man.
Yeah, it was $4.29 earlier today.
Yeah. I'm old enough to remember when back in like 2004, 2003, when the gas shot up this high, and I think it actually got up to here in East Texas like I never saw $5 here in East Texas, but when I traveled, I did see over $5. I want to say 4.98 was like the highest it got, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I remember when I lived in Texas, it was 99 cents.
Yes. Yes. That's when I started driving. 99 cents, man.
And there were like they'd have gas wars going on, gas stations across the street from one another.
98.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
I don't remember that, Ryan.
I remember going on a trip, and they had 99-cent gas at this one station, and it was flooded. It was packed, and people were waiting. But the gas station right next to it was like $1.05. And so I pulled in, and the people were upside, they're riding with me. They're like, "You're buying this expensive gas?" I was like, "I'm not waiting 30 minutes to save 20 cents, or 50 cents."
Yep. E-Rex says it was 88 cents when he started driving.
Hey. Yeah, I remember 15 and 16 was my age. I started driving, and I remember paying for gas 99 cents. And every once in a while, like you said, you get it 97, 98.
Yeah, we're always driving around and telling my girlfriend's son about the cost of gas, and he's like, it doesn't faze him because he hasn't had to buy it yet.
Right.
But yeah, it's definitely becoming more and more of an issue.
Yeah.
Yes, and with him shutting down pipelines and stuff, I mean, man, it just blows my mind because here in East Texas, we're pipeline, oil and gas rich here in East Texas, and that's how a lot of people make their living, either in flowback or midstream or drilling or, whatever the case may be. It's very, very oil field rich environment.
Right.
So,
and I think just with the high prices, you're going to push more people to electric sooner.
And I think that's their goal, but I don't want to talk politics.
No.
My bad.
No, we try not to. That's one of the things we try not to discuss here. Oh, Chevrolet legs. Wow, I can't imagine never having a license.
My one daughter is 28 now.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, she's going to be 28 this year. And she, right out of high school, she moved to New York, New York City, Long Island area to meet her mother. That's
Right.
a whole nother story. But so she's been up there, and she has never got her license.
Wow.
Yep.
I know mine is 18 and fixing to be graduated high school this few weeks. And she made top 10% in her class. So I'm extremely proud of her for doing that.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that's a feat. Especially nowadays. Yeah.
She finally decided on where she wants to go to college, and it's going to be SFA. So down in Nacogdoches. So
Yeah. That'll be nice. At least it's not like states away or
right. Well, I mean, so my mom's family is from Nacogdoches, and so I mean, if she needs anything, there's family that's close by that can help out.
Yeah, that's always nice too.
Yeah.
Because you never know what could happen.
Never know. I mean, people driving crazy, so could be something on the road to, burglars or, you just never know nowadays.
Yeah.
people getting
not.
crazy.
Yeah, we have a lot of crazy here in Milwaukee. Oh.
So you're in a basement? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm in a basement.
Yeah, we can't have those here in Texas.
Yeah, I know. I know. I never had one all the time living in Texas.
Every once, I think here in Carthage, there's 2 houses that have underground rooms, like a basement. And I hear horror stories, even though you paint the room with that, like swimming pool layer.
Yeah.
It happens. You always get water inside because of the water table.
Yeah. We even get some water in ours up here in Wisconsin. But I'm used to not having a basement. I grew up in Louisiana, so.
Oh, yeah.
To me, that's not unusual.
Right.
I tell people up here that down south, you don't have basements.
Not at all.
I mean, it's nice to have one, though, for extra storage and stuff. And for doing stuff like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you wouldn't want to be in an attic right now in Texas. I promise you that.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's kind of where Jason is.
Yeah. I don't know if you can tell by the angle.
Right.
This is a Cape Cod. And, we finished the upstairs, and this is my wife works from home. This is her office. Well, she's on that side, and I'm on this side.
Gotcha.
And, it's warm. It gets warm up here.
Well, I don't know if I know both of y'all follow me on IG, but I sold my dad's truck because a vehicle is just going to depreciate over time. And I was like, man, this part of the attic and most of the house didn't really have good insulation. And so what I did was I took that money and put it towards getting insulation, and then also getting a Mr. Cool unit of the mini split. And man, I tell you what, this thing is great. It's great.
Oh, I bet.
And I mean, it came with all kind of fancy stuff, and like the little mini thermostat. It's battery powered, and nice thing about it is it'll even show you the humidity, because East Texas, Louisiana, high humidity spots, and so it'll help. It's got a mode on it that has dry. And so it'll suck all the moisture out, and I can maybe even cure my soaps quicker.
Wow.
So that's another good reason to get it,
Yeah, definitely.
We have, heck, we've been in this house a year now. So I'm going to say probably 3 years ago, where I used to live, we updated the HVAC.
Right.
Went from an old oil furnace to a heat pump, electric heat pump. And the outdoor unit is big enough to handle it can run, depends on the size of the BTUs units. It can run up to 3 different units.
Oh, wow.
Now we have one unit is like the furnace. It's a big unit that ties into ductwork. And then up here in this attic part, we have the mini split. So it was down at the old house. Well, we moved it up here last summer, but So yeah, I got a mini split up here, but yeah, that drying mode, that is awesome.
I'm gonna try it out next week, I think.
Because I used to use down at the other house, it was just a foundation, and I'm going to say 65-70% of it was underground.
Oh wow.
But it was built in the mid 70s, and it wasn't waterproofed real well. Now, we never had standing water or got flooded like that, but it was moist. It was damp.
Right.
And I turned on that drying mode, and that dry mode actually made it cooler in the house than running the air conditioner of it.
Nice.
Yeah, wow. It was nice. So yeah, I think you're gonna like that dry.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I mean, so I literally got it installed. Was it Monday, Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but so I had to take out a window because there was a window unit there. This is a 2-car garage, and it only had, of course, the roll up that we took out, and I put in a wall with insulation and everything. JP also helped with that, but I took out the only window I had in here. I mean, I'm just not a window guy sometimes, and plus, I don't want the carrier oils and stuff to spoil with any kind of sunlight hitting them or anything. Mm-hmm. So I went ahead and took that out. Got that mini split in, and I haven't finished the outside like permanently. So I've got to paint all the wood, get it all sealed up before we start getting some rain. So I've literally, I followed the instructions and made it to where, okay, the heat works, the AC works, we're good to go. And then, so my sister-in-law came in from Illinois, and she's staying with us right now. And we've been busy with family stuff, so hadn't had a whole lot of time to really play with it. But yeah, I'm excited. We got insulation in the attic, and we got AC. Woo, I'm ready. This fat boy is gonna be nice and cool this summer.
Yeah. Good time of year to have that done.
Oh yes,
definitely. Well, if you guys don't have any more questions for Kevin, I think we're going to call it a show.
Yeah.
It's been great having Kevin and just Beard Shack in general on the show.
Appreciate it.
Big fan of the company. You guys definitely need to give it a try. And don't forget about the respect code.
Yes. 30% on any of the single items and 30% respect. So you're good to go.
Well, thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This has been a pleasure. I mean, I've seen you on chats. I've commented on chats, but I finally got to. I mean, still not like meeting you, but I get to talk to you. And yeah, it's been great. I really enjoyed it.
I know, definitely. A lot of people, seeing someone is different than, just reading text and whatnot. And, the next part of that is, just with voice, hearing someone. But when you get to see and hear and experience the whole thing, man, it's just a whole other level.
Yeah, definitely. And this is great because you get to meet people and get to learn about companies who you order from anyway.
Right.
So it's just great to put a face to that company.
And that's one thing that I'm still working on. Kind of like what we were talking about earlier before we started. JP's super busy, and he's a busy guy, and I'm busy too. But just getting my face and his face out there along with Beard Shack, I mean, it's the next step, and I'm it's just one of those things.
Yep.
Well, you've done a few live streams, so your face is getting out there.
Right.
And people are learning who you are,
and plus when you do those festivals and things like that, you always do an IG live and show
Oh, yeah.
your setup and stuff like that. So yeah.
And so, you know, Mad Scientist JP, he's got an idea on our next festival on, because we're not going to bring all 10 cents out. We're only going to bring 6 of them whenever we go out. And then he's got some crazy design with some wood to stair step it, and then it's going to collapse and make it super easy to haul and everything. So yeah, I'm excited. So maybe we can do another IG live and let y'all see that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm not sure what Gilu was getting at. Ice cream time.
Oh, he's probably saying it's time for him to go, I guess. I don't know. Later, Gilu.
Well, thanks again. And guys, I think we're going to call it a night here.
Appreciate
it. Been a great show.
Yep. Thanks for all the support and showing up and all the thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate you all.
Thank y'all.
So then, good night, everybody.